Hey creators, welcome back to the channel, the place where we break down everything cameras, lenses, drones, and creative tech shaping the way we capture and tell stories. Whether you're a filmmaker chasing cinematic shots, a photographer striving for stunning detail, or a content creator trying to find the best hybrid camera for your workflow, you're in exactly the right spot. If this is your first time here, welcome. Around here, we don't just skim the headlines. We go deep. Gear reviews, side-by-side comparisons, pro tips, and of course the juiciest leaks and rumors in the world of photography and filmmaking. So before we dive in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell. That way you'll never miss out on the latest updates that could shape your creative journey. Now today's video is a big one. We're talking about the Canon EOS R5 Mark II, a camera that could completely redefine Canon's place in the hybrid camera race. The original R5 shook up the industry with 8K video, incredible autofocus, and pro-level stills, but it also came with one major issue: overheating. That one limitation sparked countless debates online, leaving creators split on whether the R5 was a true hybrid beast or a half-step. But here's the thing: if the leaks are true, the R5 Mark II could be the camera that finally fixes those flaws while pushing performance to a whole new level. We're talking about a rumored 61-megapixel full-frame sensor, uncropped 8K up to 60 frames per second, AI-powered autofocus with smarter subject tracking, and improved body design with better cooling and pro usability features. So in this breakdown, we're going to cover everything we know so far, from image quality and video upgrades to autofocus performance, design changes, expected price, and release timeline. And by the end of this video, you'll know if the Canon R5 Mark II is worth saving up for, or if it's just another incremental update. Sensor and image quality. The heart of the R5 Mark II is rumored to be a 61-megapixel full-frame sensor, uncropped 8K up to 60 frames per second, AI-powered autofocus with smarter subject tracking, and improved body design with better cooling and pro usability features. So in this breakdown, we're going to cover everything we know so far, from image quality and video upgrades to autofocus performance, design changes, expected price, and release timeline. And by the end of this video, you'll know if the Canon R5 Mark II is worth saving up for, or if it's just another incremental update. Sensor and image quality. The heart of the R5 Mark II is rumored to be a 61-megapixel full-frame sensor. That's a huge jump from the original R5's 45MP, putting it in the same territory as Sony's A7RV, and even closer to medium format levels of detail. What does this mean for creators? Landscape and commercial photographers will love the extra resolution for massive prints and cropping flexibility. Wedding and event shooters can reframe shots without losing sharpness. And for filmmakers, Canon may include oversampled 8K down to 4K, giving crystal clear video with less moire and noise. The key question, of course, is how Canon balances high resolution with speed. Rumors suggest the R5 Mark II could hit 12 frames per second mechanical and up to 30 frames per second electronic shutter, which if true would make it a beast not only for detail but also for action. Video capabilities. 8K refined the original R5, turned heads with 8K raw video, but the excitement was overshadowed by overheating issues. Canon knows they have to address this, and according to leaks, the R5 Mark II will feature redesigned internal cooling similar to the R5C Cinema Focus model. Expected video features include 8K at up to 60 frames per second, possibly with RAW or 10-bit 4:2:2 recording, to crop 4K 120 frames per second, perfect for cinematic slow motion. Canon Log 2 and Log 3 profiles for dynamic range. And potentially internal RAW recording without time limits, thanks to cooling improvements. If Canon delivers reliable 8K with long recording times, this could make the R5 Mark II the most versatile hybrid camera in its class, bridging pro cinema and photography in one body. Autofocus. Smarter and faster. Canon's dual-pixel autofocus is already legendary, but the R5 Mark II is rumored to get an AI-powered upgrade. We're talking about expanded subject detection, humans, animals, birds, vehicles, and possibly even planes and insects. Improved eye and face tracking with stickier focus, even in low light. And faster real-time subject switching, so the camera knows what you want in focus before you even think about it. For creators, this means more keepers, less hunting, and autofocus that feels almost telepathic. Body and usability. Leaks suggest the R5 Mark II will keep a familiar body design, but with some pro-level refinements: better weather sealing, making it more durable for travel and outdoor shoots. A higher resolution EVF rumored to match or surpass Sony's 9.44mm panel. Improved ergonomics, especially in the grip and button layout. And potentially a new battery system or improved efficiency for longer shoots. These aren't flashy changes, but they make a huge difference for professionals who rely on their gear day in and day out. Price and release date. Now, what about price? The Canon R5 launched at around $3,900, and leaks suggest the R5 Mark II will land somewhere between $4,000 and $4,200. Yes, it's premium, but if Canon truly fixes the overheating, adds a 61MP sensor, and improves video reliability, many hybrid shooters will see it as worth every penny. As for release timing, insiders suggest we could see an announcement in early to mid-2025, possibly just before the summer season. Who is this camera for? So who should consider the R5 Mark II? High-end photographers who need detail and speed. Hybrid creators who shoot both stills and pro-level video. Filmmakers and YouTubers looking for 8K and uncropped 4K 120 frames per second in a single camera. And wedding and event shooters who need reliability and long record times. If Canon really delivers, the R5 Mark II could be one of the most balanced hybrid cameras ever released. And that wraps up our full breakdown of the Canon EOS R5 Mark II rumors and leaks. On paper, this looks like the upgrade that could make Canon one of the top choices again for hybrid creators. Between the 61MP sensor for incredible detail, the promise of reliable 8K and uncropped 4K 120 frames per second, and the next-gen autofocus system, this could easily become one of the most powerful all-in-one cameras of 2025. But as always, the real verdict will depend on a few key questions. Can Canon finally solve the overheating issues that limited the original R5? Will the new sensor strike the right balance between high resolution and speed for action shooters? And will the AI autofocus system really outperform Sony and Nikon in real-world use? Now I want to turn it over to you. Would you pay around $4,000 for the R5 Mark II if these specs hold true? Do you think Canon should have focused more on video performance? Or is the 61MP stills power what really excites you? And if you're already an R5 owner, would you consider upgrading? Or are you holding out for Canon's next flagship? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I love hearing your perspectives, and I reply to as many as I can. If this video gave you some clarity, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps more creators discover the channel. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming deep dives, hands-on reviews, and gear comparisons. We've got big coverage coming on Sony, Nikon, Fujifilm, and Canon's entire 2025 lineup, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. Thanks so much for spending your time with me today. Until next time, keep shooting, keep creating, and keep telling stories that matter. I'll catch you in the next one.